I don't know what all of that stuff is, but up at 6, ready at 6:45. That's progress. So I camped down there this morning. First 10 miles, I'll do 3,700 foot of up. I don't remember how much in this first mile and a half. Then it'll be a gentle downhill for 2 and then up. I'm only 14 miles from the first road that runs into town, but a lot of people said that the better hitch is at the road that's 18 miles from here. So we'll see how all that pans out. Well, the first mile and a quarter of uphill, I mean, I felt it, but it wasn't too bad. Now it's got 2 miles of kind of gentle down, and then I start the 7-mile uphill. Not entirely sure how my plans or today's going to go, because I don't want to get to town too early. I mean, I don't want to get to town way late, so I may try to just get to that second hitching spot and camp, or I might, if I end up in town a day earlier than I expected, I can just deal with that. It might seem like a silly thing, but after so long of it being nothing but pine or rocks, just walking along with the oak leaves everywhere, it's kind of nice. It's a nice cool morning too. Last night was hot. Thermometer on my pack said 80 degrees, and it was just hard to get to sleep. So I was up till, I want to say it was about 11. Got there at 9, finished eating and was ready to lay down at 10, and then just didn't sleep. No air movement. Bugs weren't bad. It's a different Bear Creek, and I think I would have rather had this bridge over the other one. Alright, this starts the long uphill. Gonna stop and get a rock out of my shoe, get going. I made pretty good time getting down to the bridge, and so I took a little break, ate some like snack bars, drank some water. It is 7 miles with 3,000 foot of elevation gain, and I'm noticing a pattern that I always really dread these whenever I'm getting started. And then whenever I get to the top, I don't think that much about them anymore. Not quite a mile in. I think it's like 4 miles to the next water. So I'm going to drink some for sure. Not sure how much I want to carry up with me. Look at the size of that beast. The trail goes over there, but where there's a blowdown like that, everybody just kind of reroutes around it. I'm feeling pretty good, making good time. Instead of just constant up, it's kind of like really sharp, steep up with some almost level or gradual up. And like I said, feeling good. I might be getting stronger, or it could be that I ate like 400 calories of mostly sugar, carbs, and more caffeine than is healthy. But making good time. coming from that way. And cloud cover has held up pretty good today. It's kind of hazy out there. I'm not sure if you're seeing anything or not. Just about to come to some water. Last 2.5 miles, I did like 1,300 foot of uphill, and it went by pretty quick. That was the steepest part of the climb today. I think I've only got a few miles left. Feeling good. So I did grab an extra bottle of water at the last water source and drank it half the way up. And I'm glad I did, because I have been sweating all over. So I'm going to go find a good flat, dry spot to set down my bag. And then do the same thing again. Drink a bottle and take a bottle. So I was filtering water, and the side of the hillside is pretty steep. So there's pretty much nowhere to sit except on the trail. And I say that, now I look over here. I probably could have sat there. Anyway, lady hiker who I've seen but not really talked too much come along, and I scooted over to the side, and it's like, you're going to walk right through the middle of my break spot. And so she walked over, and instead of walking over here, walked over here and accidentally kicked me. And it tickled me. That's my kind of sense of humor. Getting closer to the top, and I've been dreading this climb all day. And instead of feeling like I'm going to die, I'm feeling pretty awesome. And I am excited. Like maybe I finally got my trail legs. Coming from right there. And a lot of my shade's all burned up. So I'm going to have to stop and at least put on the hat. And I'd hoped that I was done with the uphill, but check again. Maybe I have to go over there first. Anyway, the trail goes over there. And in a burned area. It's getting hot. Look out, rock. I mean, that's Lookout Rock. And I'll go get you a view. When you're on a cliff like this with a huge drop off, you ever just get the urge to shove somebody off? Alright, this is Lookout Rock. This marks the end of my big climb that I was dreading so much, and I actually feel awesome. So it's about 4 miles to the first road into town. Not expecting a lot of traffic. About another 4 to the next road out into town. And since it was noon whenever I got up here, looks like I might have to make plans for getting to town today instead of tomorrow. And another view over on this side. It's hazy out there. I hope this all looks better on your screen than it does on my phone. And I'm heading down that way. Seeing a lot more green trees and a lot of baby trees coming up. And I really didn't want to put on my hat. Didn't really think about it whenever I was stopped. So maybe I'll keep from getting burnt. Looks like more than one type of tree. And down from up there, I am getting some shade. And I'm heading that way. After doing the big uphill, I get a little bit of downhill. And I like it. This is Big Creek Road. And that way is the Bucks Lake Recreation Area. And I think they have a spot for campers to, or hikers to camp for free. And they have burgers and shakes and everything else. This way goes to Quincy. Now they say it's not as easy a hitch as the next road in 4 miles, but it's 1:30 on a Sunday. So I'm going to give it 20 minutes, see if a car comes by, and then I'll get moving again. So I spent 20 minutes trying to save 2 hours getting into town. 2 cars went by fairly early on, and then one right there at the end. So hopefully there's more traffic on the next road, about 4.5 miles ahead. It's 1:50. Got a couple more miles left, and I'm going to get a couple bottles of water, one for now and one in case it takes a while to get a hitch. I've shown snowflower before, but look how tall this one got. I just thought it was cool. I'm coming from over there, and this is pretty much what the last few miles have looked like. I am cruising, even on the uphill. Gonna go around like that. I really didn't consume that much more caffeine than I normally do, so it could just be that I slept well, or that my pack is light because I've eaten all the heavy tuna that I had in it. Whatever it is, I hope it, or wherever it is, I like it, and I hope I don't lose it whenever I go to town, because hiking is a lot more fun whenever it feels like this. Might find the motivation to get up a little earlier, hike a little later, get a few more miles done. This is Buck Lake Road, and it's 3:25. I did 18.25 miles before 4. So I'm feeling pretty good. And this looks like a good place to hitch. So hopefully I can get a hitch into town before Safeway stops serving fried chicken. Looking up here, this looks a lot like where that fun story about mechanized logging almost getting me in the day or in the morning. And I do see where some trees have been downed and stumps. If so, then that means that this is the point somewhere where I was heading north. And just kind of neat, just looking at the trailhead here. I think over there is where I sat and tried to organize everything after dragging it up in my tent. Just kind of neat. So it might have taken about an hour. It's a quarter till 5 right now. I'm gonna see if I can get some fried chicken, and I haven't made any plans beyond that. So I've got cell service now. I can get it done, and maybe start uploading some videos. It's 6:15, and whenever I first got here, I got an 8-piece chicken and a pound of macaroni salad, and then I ate 4 pieces of chicken and a pound of macaroni salad. But I figured that helped me. I think I've got enough food now to get to Old Station, not have to stop off in Chester. And I got a room lined up. It's about a mile away. So I hope somebody sees me and takes pity on me, because I'm going to be walking it.